but I don't know if the Arabic would really benefit you a great deal. I don't know of many of the Arabic, of the English ones, but there is a book in English by Dr. Rida. I don't remember him and his wife.
Bashir and Ikram.
No, exactly. Bashir and Ikram. What is the name of the book? The Muslim Family? It's a very beautiful book. I looked at it and I really approve it and recommend it.
What's the name?
If you search under Dr. Bashir and Ikram Rida, you should find it on Google. If you just Google.
Bashir and the book is The Blissful Marriage.
Okay, so
Thank you, sister. Jazakumullah khair.
Jazakallah khair. Next question. I have the habit of sitting with my legs crossed. Is it a sign of disrespect in Islam?
It depends. Like when I came to this country first, and I have seen that somebody crossing legs before me, it would be an insult. Back home, you could never do that before elders or before people of the same peer. You may do it before your children because you know you're the leader. But even I cannot do it before my wife. I feel like that's not polite. So crossing legs is a matter of cultural traditions. If it is okay in this country, khalas. And if you know that the person whom you're sitting before does not mind and he's used to that, that's okay. I'm seeing many sisters whenever we're visiting and she's crossing legs in a way that to me, I just want to be dismissed. I cannot tolerate that. But to them, it's okay. So it varies from a culture to another.
I think it's now time for express answers because we got 7 minutes remaining. Does the husband need to tell the wife what he gives his family money-wise?
No.
Alhamdulillah.
You like that?
Yes. Question? Okay.
The opposite. How about the opposite? If it is her money, no. She doesn't have to tell him. That's her money. She's allowed to dispense it whichever way she likes as long as it's halal. Okay? I don't ask my wife about her positions and what she's doing and what she's giving in a charity or whatever. Okay? But if it is the husband's position, there are some wives who like to be in control. She likes to collect the check, the salary, and she would give him his allowance. There are some people who are famous with that. I totally disagree with that. Why? Because, look, your responsibility is not only your wife and kids. I like to do things on my own that's between me and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So my wife would come and say, how come we didn't give in a charity this month? Or I heard this project. I said, okay, well, I have already done more than what you can expect. But you have to do things between you and Allah that nobody else knows about it. That is the best deed. That if you're sponsoring an orphan or a family or two, she keeps asking that, we need to sponsor a family. Okay, maybe one day. You don't have to tell her that you're doing this. But if you're taking the allowance from her, you can imagine.
Yeah, so for the sisters who were asking, they could not hear the question.
Questions, but can I ask you about zakah? Suppose if a woman has her possessions and she's earning member, is she responsible for paying her own zakah?
Absolutely. That's your money, so that's your responsibility. Likewise, the gold that I bought to my wife, it's hers. So it exceeds the nisab. She's responsible to pay zakah every year on it. But I know that, she's my wife. So if somebody volunteers to pay your zakah, most welcome. So she doesn't even ask about it anymore. So I pay the zakah on her positions or whatever. There's a mutual agreement. Okay? But legally, everybody is responsible for paying and taking out the zakah on their own position.
Next question. What is a wife supposed to do when a husband earns his earning haram way? After 17, 18 years of da'wah to the husband, he still doesn't come back to halal income. With the haram earning, he brings a lot of other fitna. Anytime the wife tries to talk to him about the religion, he abuses her. So what's your advice?
I cannot give a short answer to this question, especially when she says he brings other fitna. So I can contemplate so many things in my mind. I cannot give an answer unless I know the details.
Great. What would you tell women who wear hijab, but their outfit is all glamorous and
That's
tight-fitting?
not hijab. That's a fashion. If a woman is wearing niqab from head to toe cover, but she's wearing this glittery tight, revealing the details of the body, that's more like a lingerie. It's not a hijab. Anything that you wear and you know that men would like it, that's haram. Tafilat means you are dressed up properly. Unlike about the Sham sisters, that they're wearing just a scarf and a regular abaya, but very modest. Indonesians, Malaysians, likewise. And I see some sisters, because in Al-Azhar we have multicultural representatives, and I see that some sisters wearing hijab, whether in Saudi or here or there, wearing niqab from head to toe. But the eyeliner are acting like weapons. They're calling you to look at her. Haram. Or wearing a abaya and wearing the sleeves are roomy. So, Sheikh, I have a question. Sheikh, that's not right. When she buys, when she sells, and the sleeves will draw down or fold because she's not wearing the proper dress. And hijab, the word hijab literally means a barrier or a screen. Can you see behind this curtain? That is the purpose of the curtain, not to see behind it. And the purpose of hijab is not to see the woman behind it. So wearing tight, revealing clothes, even if you're covered from head to toe, it is not hijab. Wearing makeup, even if it's kuhl. Al-kuhl is the origin of all the zina and the adornment. You know, if a woman is not wearing, you know why don't we wear kuhl? Because we look beautiful. Even if a man wears kuhl, it will beautify and adorn a man. So kuhl, for a woman who knows that she's going out, no. Why? Because these are the things which a man likes to see in a woman, then you should avoid it.
The last question, and we have almost run out of time. If I am the only daughter and my parents are old, how am I supposed to take care of them? What my husband is supposed to do?
In this case, I like from the beginning and prior to marriage, we have some pre-arrangement and agreement that especially nowadays, because there are some men who misinterpret the text and think, I'm the husband, you gotta listen to me. I'm not allowing you to visit your parents, even if they die. I'm not allowing you to talk to them. For no reason, just because he wanted to practice the leadership or abuse this right which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him. So from the beginning, if you're an earning person, there is a portion of your earning that's directed to the parents. The husband has to be in agreement with that, so he cannot change his mind, because the Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Al-mu'minuna 'inda shurutihim." Once you stipulate a condition, you have to abide with it. And as long as you're not taking a challenging position with the husband, then everything will be working fine. Only when the wife is, I have a case where the husband says, "Sheikh, my wife is the sweetest person ever. But only when she visits with her family, she comes back as a shaitan. I can notice the changes in her tongue, in her look, in her behavior." And this is true, because they have a bad influence on her. They inject her with poison. They poison her mind. In this condition, the man has to step and say, "Look, I cannot afford such treatment, and don't go and visit with them anymore." So, who was the main reason for that? It was the wife. If she is smart enough to make him feel that my visit to my parents brought love to our relationship, brought respect to our relationship, every once in a while, if my wife wanted, for instance, me to visit her parents who were extremely busy, she says, "My mother called and she prays for you a lot. She says, I love Muhammad more than anybody else." Guess what? Even you're a man, but you have some weak points. You know what? I really miss her so much and I want to visit with her. So this is an indirect way of achieving your goal. Do not be